good, happy Wednesday evening, May 11, 2022. I'm Riley King. Welcome to this Wednesday evening edition of the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. We have a lot of news to get to this Wednesday evening, so let's get started right now. First up, marina owner charged with sexual assault, accused of breaking bail conditions. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Here's a song about a brawny paper towel. Stand tall, tear small, and stop the waste. Let's save more towels, it's not too...
The state says it happened at the West Alton Marina that Fortier owns. On May 3rd, Alton police were interviewing a 16-year-old girl about a case against Fortier's domestic partner. She recalled something that happened in April with another teenager. She observed Fortier speaking alone with a 17-year-old. That, the state claims, violated his bail condition regarding unsupervised contact with minors. Furthermore, the state says she recalled the Fortier shook the hand or hugged him before departing. A week ago, the Alton Police Department says they interviewed the teen who confirmed the account. Fortier got up from his desk and gave him a hug before walking outside with him to talk. Fortier was arrested and charged with misdemeanor breach default of bail. In a statement, Fortier's attorney says the bail allegation is not supported by the evidence, adding, as confirmed by at least two witnesses, Mr. Fortier did not have unsupervised contact with a minor. In addition to the new misdemeanor charge, Fortier had previously been indicted on 4 felony charges, including aggravated felonious sexual assault of a juvenile teenage boy who had previously worked for him. He's also charged with witness tampering for allegedly texting the victim to ask for support and offering financial incentives. Fortier has also been named in a civil suit claiming he aided and abetted his domestic partner in sexual assault of juveniles. Again, something his attorney denies. Ray Brewer, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Officials identify potential cause of brush fire in Shelburne. 45 acres scorched. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
What does it take to be the best? It takes guts, grit.
Right now, a brush fire continues to burn in the White Mountain National Forest. So far, the fire in Shelburne, which has been dubbed the Centennial Fire, has scorched at least 45 acres. The Forest Service believes the blaze may have been accidentally started by someone who set fire to stay warm. With another sunny, dry day on tap, the fire danger remains very high today.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. One year after Big Fire, Scammon Farm to scale back agritourism operations. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
This is the start of a journey, one that will look different for each of us. Every discovery will influence.
And today marks 1 year since a massive fire destroyed a barn at a Stratham farm with a long political history. The barn at the Scammon farm dated back to 1836. The property is owned by former New Hampshire House Speaker Doug Scammon and his wife, former state rep Stella Scammon. No people were hurt in the fire, but some animals died. The farm is where Mitt Romney announced his presidential campaign in 2011. Former President George W. Bush held a rally there in 2004, and his father stopped by while running for re-election in 1991. The farm just announced overnight that it is with a heavy heart that they've decided to no longer do the corn maze, pumpkins, or marketplace.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. For second straight day, average gas price set new record in New Hampshire. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Forward is innovative solutions like an online lending portal that helps you find the best borrowing option for your needs, even if it doesn't look like Forward. PNC Bank. See how we can make a difference for you.
Fuel prices keep going up, and it's already another record-setting day here in the Granite State this morning. The average cost for a gallon of regular is $4.37. It hit that overnight. That's 3 cents higher than yesterday. Diesel is averaging $6.23 a gallon. Businesses like Giant Landscaping are already feeling the pinch. They had to actually implement a 3% surcharge on their services to cover the rising expenses.
It costs a lot more money to drive our trucks here to do the work and to run all this heavy equipment that we're using to get the job done.
Later today, we're going to get an update on inflation rates when the Labor Department releases the Consumer Price Index for April. Economists expect it to show that price increases are starting to slow down.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Harvey Leonard, longtime WCVB chief meteorologist, announces retirement and a new role. Let's take a listen to that video from WCVB Boston.
At New England Dental Group, we use the latest innovations to provide affordable dental implants, specializing in the all-on-4 solution for a completely new smile. Call today about your dental implants. New England Dental Group, all your dental experts at one location.
You're my friends and co-anchors.
You did a great job.
Yes, and the announcement is that I am announcing that I am retiring a couple of weeks from today. Wednesday, May 25th will be my last day forecasting.
Can we say just something little before you...
Of course you can.
Okay, good.
We'll try to get through it without crying after 50 years of forecasting weather here in New England, 20 of them here at Channel 5. The great Harvey Leonard has decided to step back from his role leading Storm Team 5.
And as you know, he has been here for all of us and through it all, through the blizzards, through the hurricanes, through the thunderstorms, through children, through grandchildren, through COVID. You name it, he's been here, and now he's set to retire from his day-to-day duties as chief meteorologist at the end of the month, as he said.
You're still going to see him right here on Channel 5, and he will explain that in just a moment. But first, a look back at some of why we and you love Harvey so much.
The tremendous amount of energy and high levels of the atmosphere pouring down to the southeast will really enhance the development of this storm. Remember, that's important. There are two reasons why we might get away in good shape, two reasons to be optimistic.
Even though Worcester was snowing earlier, they're not snowing now, but that's not going to last long. The potential is clearly there for 1 to 2 feet of snow, a very bad storm for Cape Cod. It's heavy-duty precipitation. That's exactly what is going to happen. A blizzard warning is now in effect. Look, I'm slinking. All right.
But it's also a magical tie. Can you hear it?
You on that and the entire forecast.
That's wonderful.
You are one of a kind,
That's
Harvey
wonderful.
Leonard.
That's
You know what I love
wonderful.
about the blizzard of 78? He can do that word for word right now. Give us a little taste.
Suddenly a storm off the coast near the Bahamas. It's going to move up the coast in a fashion like this with all the cold air in place. Undoubtedly, most of the storm has to be in the form of snow. We think it's going to be a big one of the biggest of the season.
So everyone coming home, if you just put on your TV, don't worry. It's not going to snow tomorrow.
No, it's not.
But you know what? You know what it's come down to, though? How many people are known by one name? He's known by one name. He's Harvey. Oprah, Cher, Harvey. I mean, you know.
Harvey, Oprah, Cher.
There you go. Harvey, Oprah, Cher.
You're putting me in some classes I don't think I really
You
belong.
belong. You belong. So tell everybody what it is why we will continue to see.
Yes. So starting in the fall, you know we have this Forecasting Our Future project. It involves the entire weather department, really the news department and the station. And we're all concerned, of course, about our climate going forward. What are we doing? What can we do? A lot of reports out there, and I'll be part of the team in covering
What do you
that.
mean part of it? You'll be chief meteorologist emeritus.
That's a nice
Emeritus.
I like
I know. We love it.
And also, you know, when we get into the winter storms, in one form or another, you may see a little bit of me here or there.
So, in other words, retiring is kind of only a thing. We're going to see him on television here on Channel 5, which is wonderful. We love you, buddy.
We love you.
Love you guys, too.
We
Thanks
love
for
you.
all the support, and to all of you, too.
We love him. And Lorraine, he's all yours.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. We will definitely miss Harvey Leonard. Mike Cherry from WMUR News 9 is going to a new TV station, a new news station. He's going to be heading over to Sacramento, California. Mike Cherry talks about joining KCRA/My 58 Morning News Team. Let's take a look at that video and that report right now.
Feel that? That's your body, baby. It's telling you to breathe.
Will be a new addition to KCRA 3. In case you haven't heard, Ty is leaving the morning team, not the station, but moving to the evening newscast, so you will see a new face here in the morning.
A new face, Mike Cherry, who's currently in Manchester, New Hampshire, and he'll be joining Brandy right here on My 58 from 7 to 9 every morning, and we want to officially welcome him. Welcome, Mike. We're excited for you.
Good morning. Thanks so much for having me.
Absolutely. Congratulations on getting the gig. We all remember your visit. You were just so warm and kind. You did a great job, anchoring with Brandy, so none of us were surprised that you got it.
I appreciate that. And Ty, you definitely have are leaving some big shoes for me to fill. So, Brandy, I apologize. Hopefully I won't lower the bar much. But,
you're going to
Don't worry, we'll help you lift that up. So, Mike, really quickly, let's talk to the viewers. This is their first chance to get to know you. What is it that you want them to know about you?
Yeah, I've been out here on the East Coast for about 4.5 years. I'm originally a Hawaii guy. My wife and I were both originally from Oahu and Maui, respectively. For the most part, we are very laid back. It's been a little bit of a culture change, more than even just the weather out here on the East Coast. Things go a little faster. People talk a little faster. And so that type of stuff has been a bit of adjustment, but we are looking very much forward to being out back on the West Coast, closer to friends, closer to family. I think as far as me, all you got to know is I love to eat. I love to go hiking. And we have a beautiful dog. So if you follow me on any of the social media, you're going to see our very active pup quite a bit.
Sage, right? Sage?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Well, you're coming to the right state. We're all excited you're coming. I want to know more about your career. Well, we know a little bit about, but I think the viewers would be interested. You started off as a cameraman way back in the day.
Yeah, I started off as a camera person behind the scenes for about 6 years or so. And then I transitioned on air. I was a sports guy out in Hawaii for a long time for Hawaii News Now. And I transitioned to news at KITV. And, I've been in the business now for longer than I care to admit.
More than 20, right? More than 20 years?
All the filters can't take out the wrinkles and the gray hair, can they? But been around the block for a little bit. But yeah, I feel like I've worn every hat that you really can in this business. And I can't wait to wear the one for KCRA on the morning show.
So, Mike, we know that you're not Mike, you're Ty. Ty's going to be here through the end of May. We hear that you're coming at some point in June. You want to give viewers a date of when they can expect to see you?
Yeah, as long as this interview goes well right here. I'm supposed to be starting on June 6th.
Okay.
So I believe that is a Monday. So, yeah, you'll be seeing me fairly quickly in just a few weeks. My wife and I are going to be loading up the car, loading up the dog, and we're going to be driving across.
Oh, your road trip.
Man.
Well done.
So hopefully I will still be married at the very end of the trip.
Right.
How that goes.
Yeah, just document the trip. We can talk about it when you get here.
All right, absolutely.
All right, Mike Cherry, the new morning anchor at KCRA3 on the My 58 side. He'll also be joining Teo and Deirdre from 4 to 7 as well, so you're going to see him on all those day parts. Mike, we're just excited you're coming, and congratulations one more time.
All right, Ty, Brandy, thank you so much for the warm welcome this morning.
Absolutely.
Of course. Have a great day, Mike.
Sheldon, we think you might be...
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. We will definitely miss Mike Cherry on Channel 9. Miss seeing him anchor on Channel 9. But we wish him the very best at his new TV station. Biden highlights efforts to battle inflation. Let's take a listen to that video from ABC News.
If you have psoriasis, it's time to see the possibilities with Taltz.
President Biden spoke out against rising prices.
I want every American to know that I'm taking inflation very seriously, and it's my top domestic priority.
Let's bring in our chief White House correspondent, Cecilia Vega. See inflation weighing on so many Americans, political peril for President Biden.
Yeah, exactly. His top priority, a top concern for voters, too. And here's the problem in that, George, for this White House here. Polls show that voters overwhelmingly trust Republicans over Democrats to start to tackle this. So this has been really frustrating for this president. The Republicans have tried to put this blame squarely on him for these rising prices. So now he's really trying to take back control of this narrative. He's deflecting the blame. He's saying these prices are rising because of the pandemic, because of that war in Ukraine. And he really now wants to remind voters that he has tapped into these oil reserves, already releasing 1 million barrels a day to try to bring down these gas prices, and that really it's the Fed that has the biggest tools to control and try to tackle inflation. The White House, what you're seeing now is basically them laying out their argument that you're going to hear over the next 6 months leading into these midterms. The president going after Republicans with this new term that he's been using, calling them their ultra MAGA agenda. You're going to hear that a lot, George, between now and November, perhaps even today when the president heads to Illinois to talk about rising food prices with farmers there.
Cecilia Vega, thanks.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our...
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. That does it for this evening edition of the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. Thank you for tuning in and watching. Have a great evening. Good night and goodbye.